has the right to dream. There are endless possibilities stretched out before him.
You have to trust in your own power.
Whatever happens from now on, you stand firm and face your destiny without fear, but with courage.
What awaits him down the path, he will then have to choose.
No one's gonna give you a map. You've got to walk your own path.
Children leave their homes in search of this quest.
What is thy desire?
As they search, they are always asking questions. What's out there? What's waiting for me?
Why was I made? Who made me? And what did they make me for?
Are you gonna go up into space with your old man or not?
Maybe I'll never get over this.
I've lived my life following my dreams, and I don't have any regrets.
You're gonna just keep running away?
Just keep running away? I'm not running.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Believe in yourself and create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
But yeah, let's continue.
Slice of Life Anime of the Year, Whack Ass Dress Up Darling, #1.
How is Dress Up Darling whack?
I honestly don't like
It's just a cosplayer who teases her boyfriend.
Yeah, that's just nothing but incel fuel.
Incel fuel?
That
Wow!
anime is whole incel fuel. Let's be real on that.
Incel fuel? Really? Even though he probably fucks the girl at the end?
Probably. I didn't finish it.
I want to say this is incel. I'll say this is anti-otaku stuff because, like, no, it's waifu. It's honestly a waifu anime. Let's all be real. This is made for like the character to attach the viewer to attach itself to the main character, since the main character is like socially awkward and shit. But my theory still stands about anime.
Incel fuel.
Wow. So socially awkward people are incels? Wow. Dang. Go ahead, King.
No. That's not what I'm 100% saying.
Dang.
That's not what I'm 100% saying.
You hear that, socially awkward boys? You better man the fuck up.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa. Ew. Yeah. Pop me a perk and I go through her wallet. Met her trip like faucet. She let me do what I want cause I'm bossy. She let me do what I want cause I'm awesome. Kylie beat, awesome, Johnson. We gon' get married like Nas and Khalees. We gon' break up just like Nas and Khalees. Bombings on my legs, Nikes on my feet. You gon' pay my motherfucking fee. I'm gon' paint her motherfucking feet. We gon' live a month daily. They came a long way from hanging in trees. My bitch hair long, look at her weave. All a nigga had to do was believe. Can I have some pussy, bitch, please? Can I have some time to myself, bitch, leave? Been going through some shit, can a nigga just grieve? Damn it, hoe, that's a new pet peeve. Thumb in her whole red bitch like sleep. Chain on my neck, got cocaine on my necklace. Been in LA too long, I'm reckless. Yo, ex-girlfriend on my checklist. I don't never know who the fuck I'm texting. Ew, stop hitting me up. Get on my dick, nigga, get on my nuts. Hop on my dick, baby, show me some love. Start my nut, girl, freeze my cum. Might propose, might crease my ones. Pipe her lungs, won't bite my tongue. Pop her ass, I pop my gun. I already know you wanna have my son, yeah. Ay. Pop me a perk and I go through her wallet. Met her trip like faucet. She let me do what I want cause I'm bossy. She let me do what I want cause I'm awesome. Kylie beat, awesome, Johnson. We gon' get married like Nas and Khalees. We gon' break up just like Nas and Khalees. Bombings on my legs, Nikes on my feet. You gon' pay my motherfucking fee. I'm gon' paint her motherfucking feet. We gon' live a month daily. They came a long way from hanging in trees. My bitch hair long, look at her weave. All a nigga had to do was believe. Can I have some pussy, bitch, please?
Can I get some pussy? I'm begging. All of my friends, some fellas. Shawty told me I'm the devil. Jagged edge, we walked out of heaven. Don't leave the crib without my weapon. These niggas snitch like, ooh, I'm telling. She like moves, I show her belly. Put my dick inside her belly. White bitch, she gon' dance like Ellen. Imagine that, just like John Lennon. Imagine all the bitches. gonna give you no break. Not even your eyes, you're not giving no breaks. Hey, hey, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Let's do this, bitch.
Mine.
No damage, let's go! Take that!
Ignoring him and whatnot, and he's all like, I lost a few pounds, and she looks at him, she looks up from her phone for like a second, and then looks back into her phone and doesn't really give a shit.
Wow! She doesn't or he doesn't?
Luna doesn't give a shit.
Wow, Luna, why she gotta be such a dog?
The fuck?
Best pun ever. Don't call her a bitch, call her a dog.
Damn it!
One lonely evening alone home, end up with carpal tunnel syndrome. It might seem
Coming soon to...
You've just seen clout in action.
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Stupid faggot little cocksucker!
Hi.
Main system activating combat mode.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
You think you know me?
There's a fear of a nightfall when darkness comes and covers all. Sometimes we feel pain. Sometimes we feel pain.
視は堅固。短距離レーダーへの影響はありません。各機のデータリンク開始。招待の通信回線を開きます。
ではまたよろしく頼む。
アーティスは別の担当になっちゃった。今日は何して遊ぶんだっけ？
イモータルによって汚染された特定施設の破壊です。
そうだった。
ネーションの支配域内で汚染された AI を生産し続けられて間もなく全にとっての秀分の類だ。
どのくらい壊していい？
好きなだけやる。ただしセイビアから言われたことは覚えているね。
うん、ちゃんと覚えてるよ。仲間を撃つで、コウの言うことはちゃんと聞く。
それでいい。大蔵。
へへへ、褒められちゃった。おじさんいい人。壊すときは痛くないように壊してあげるね。
そりゃ嬉しい。
当該施設の周囲には多数の敵性 AI が確認されています。ご注意を。
町田さんもそう簡単にはやらせろ。
停止しました。オーダーの達成を確認。帰還シーケンスを開始します。
もう終わり？壊した
早く帰ってセイビアに任務の守備を報告しないと。
そうだった。兄様、褒めてくれるかな？
ああ、きっと褒めてくれるだろう。ルーキーもいい仕事だ。
Listen closely, approach me. Suckers mostly. Those who try to treat me like greater than toast me impossible. I cut a sucker in small chunks, make more rhymes than Michael Jordan makes slams. I'm slow.
It might seem ill, feeling to be a dream guy till ice cream spills off Mrs. Paul's pie. Tonight's dreams for real. You can see the steam off his nice mean grill.
It's coming.
Thinking is not an option. Let me repeat that. If this mission fails, if we are unsuccessful, we have no future.
This is not meaningless. This result is natural. Commence destruction.
You are stopping on the road to glory! Enemy shall be the symbol of hope for this people.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I mean. That's the attitude that's ticking people off.
I'm trying to rid myself of my
Stop it, please. So you think you complete God?
Of course not.
Just like it is with the stars. There are bright ones and there are those that are dim.
Why can't I make you understand? This is insane!
Nothing good can ever come from staying with normal people.
この番組は角川書店ランティストご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
命を燃やせ。
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Yeah, fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
There was Chainsaw Man.
Oh,
that
yeah,
did kind of end too.
Fuck. So when did we last left off? Because I don't remember.
I think we left off on episode 11, if I remember correctly.
That's when they first showed the angel dude.
Yeah, that's when they first showed the angel dude. Because remember we were talking about like how that was like an oxymoron.
I know, right?
I was like, yeah, that's definitely like an oxymoron move.
Hey, man, stomp him in the nuts. I'ma stomp him in the nuts. Stomp him in the nuts. I'ma stomp him in the nuts. Hey, yo. The Boondocks energy was strong in this last couple episodes, my guy. Hey, the tiger knee was strong as fuck, wasn't it? And like, fucking that whole clash. I know we're like going backwards in episodes, but that whole clash thing in the last episode or whatnot that they did, that was wonderful, my God. I was impressed.
Facts.
But no, let's talk about fucking crazy girl Kenobi, or how do you pronounce her fucking name, bro?
Yeah,
how
Kenobi.
is she so fucking quiet? It's like she's just.
Right?
It's like they show the clip of the bad guy there, cut to the hero, then they go back. She just has a knife at her throat. It's like, where the fuck did she come from?
Facts.
It's like her power is like come into frame. she has. I think she has that same shit Toga has, but like without the being like yandere-ish.
Oh, right.
Cause like I can't explain what the fuck she is, my guy. She's just like, cause she's extremely timid, extremely scared, and like, but she's a murderer. Be like, she's pure fucking just death. And then we get the best girl, the Spider Girl.
Oh yeah, we get the Spider Girl.
Yeah, she could tie me up in her web. Mm.
Damn it.
But no, how'd you enjoy Chainsaw Man?
Man, I loved it.
Like, but as a
I
whole?
was yeah, I'm definitely like looking forward to more because I was not expecting to like actually like the anime and whatnot.
Yeah, I didn't expect. I was like, everybody's. You know how we both hate when anime gets like overly hyped at us, bro. I didn't suspect this was gonna be that good, but I'm probably not gonna watch season two. I think I'm just gonna be good with this one.
Wait, how come?
A friend told me something, and like, no, mind you, I'm probably gonna get to it, but I don't want to read it though because like I believe if I read it, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy it once it comes out fully. Because this is gonna be an anime now. Now that I know it's gonna be like this, I'm gonna have to wait till the whole anime comes out and then watch it.
True.
And look, shit, I still gotta watch JoJo by the way. Fuck, I didn't finish that yet. I'll probably finish that pretty soon. But no, fucking man, that was Chainsaw Man. I'll give that like who's best girl, my guy.
I'm gonna have to go with Power. I know like a
Ah,
lot of people like the iPad chick.
even though eye patch chick could get it, but bro, she threw up a nigga mouth, bro. I can't, bro. Uh, she vomited in my mouth, my dude. Oh, ugh. Ugh. Like, and she smokes cigarettes too. I can't.
Yeah, that was weird. Well, actually,
Oh my.
I'm not gonna say it was weird though, but like that
But like,
that was kind of interesting.
yeah, Power can get it, but I don't know her age. So like, I would say she's like probably secondary best girl to like, crazy yandere or whatever dairy she is.
Yeah,
She's
that's
she's way
true.
too petite for me though. That's the thing. But I don't know. She said it was either doing being a prostitute or this, and she took the latter, which is doing this. Yo, she she thought this was the latter. Hey, hey, yo.
I know that was like the funniest shit. I was like, oh damn, it came between like trying to kill demons and then trying to kill demons or like trying to go into prostitution. Like fuck.
Nigga, she'll be a bomb ass prostitute if she has that kind of mental game with weapon, with demon killing.
No.
Nigga, imagine how much, bro. She be the ultimate porn actress.
No.
over
Oh my
here, over
god.
here, over here, just on top, dick riding and shit, talking about it's done. She just stands up. Nothing but semen is everywhere. Like, dick's wiggling like a
Oh my
water hose.
god.
Dick. Poor dude, she's like, damn, dude, she only just 3 pumps and you'll just be nutting. And dude's like, impossible. The biggest, most ugliest bastard walks up to her, she, dicks her down, but ends up losing.
Oh my god.
Ah. She be calling niggas 2 pump chumps and shit. Ah! The reefer goblin got me.
Oh shit.
Ah, shit. Where's the docket? Where is the docket? Yeah, but fucking Chainsaw Man. I don't know. This one gets an 8 out of 10 from me though.
Oh, okay, so here's the weird thing. There was like some people who necessarily didn't like the anime and they said that one of the reasons was because of the animation.
No, the animation is wonderful. Well,
Yeah, the animation is good. I was like, what's so bad about the animation?
who
Like I
did it?
don't
Studio Nappa, right?
yeah, Mappa did it.
Yeah, no, the Studio Nappa's legit. I guess because man. Like, how is it bad? Like, I don't think I ever seen a scene except for like that one scene where Denji jumped into like into like the demon's mouth and tried to kill it that way. That was pretty bad. But then again, we did see two different parts, and we saw the part at the beginning which looked good, but then when they showed it the second time, it looked kind of terrible. But that's
True.
my only gripe with it. But like other than that, the anime's solid.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm just trying to figure. I'm in for like the long. I should have asked, but like for the longest, I've been trying to figure out like what what about the anime was trash.
It sound like haters. Like, cause
It definitely sounds like haters. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, what about this anime was trash?
I have been reading a lot of comments from a lot of keyboard warriors on anime forums and anime discussed comment boards that are under like certain animes and shit. Like Kiss Ass Anime has the biggest one, and it's fucking filled with his assholes. There's this one dude that hated the fact that Denji was just a horn dog whose goals were the most stupidest fucking goals. And they
Some
hated Mikasa how everybody's scared of her, and they could just dominate her. It was that kind of guy, you know. Like if that
okay,
was
so
me, I would have dominated her and showed her who's boss. And Denji's
oh
too much of a
hell no, that is the
simp.
Walking Death
Guys,
of
don't
it.
worry, I'm coming soon,
The
guys.
Walking Death.
Nah. Hey,
Okay,
what up,
Look how
guys?
much power needs
Give
this
me like
Mimica,
two
like.
minutes. I'm still cleaning up and
okay.
stuff.
So
I should not
let's
start
talk
the
about
stream
that
while
for a second.
cleaning, but
That
I want to
is
hurry up and get this
one of
done
the
before
biggest
it hits
things I've
5
been
o'clock.
hearing about. Like, oh, I don't like how perverted Denji is because that was actually surprisingly that was actually one of my reasons for probably not watching the anime in the first place either. I was like, wait, so you mean to tell me this dude is just motivated by like titties? That's kind of stupid.
Well, it makes
But
sense
then
once you
like
watch the episode, though.
yeah, yeah. When you watch the fucking show, then it makes sense. But at the same time, you also gotta think about it this way. You also gotta think about it this way. This dude is a fucking teenager who didn't really have shit, was over there growing up in the slums, literally had one nut left,
Got his
one
eye
titty
gouged
left,
out.
got his eyes gouged out, and all this other stuff like that. Asking for a titty ain't really asking too much.
Bro, his father left him $38 million in debt. And this nigga slept aside the set with a demon dog. And he was almost done with it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was almost done with it. Then they
That's
decided
the
like,
wild part.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
So what if Denji would have got picked up while like before he became like a fiend?
Damn, I'm kind of curious on that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, so Denji got his eye back and his testicle, right? And his kidney and his heart. He got a lot of other things back. But oh my god. The way how he got reassembled, bro, he must got some kind of debris in his body, bro. There's no way.
True.
But no, like damn, bro, the bullet demon's that strong? Yo, that death toll is real, by the way.
Oh yeah, the gun demon, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're saying those are like that's a real number.
I'm
That's
still
no fancy
surprised
shit
by
they
that.
made up.
I'm still surprised that that shit developed in America. I was like, really,
You
really?
like, I was like, fuck. It kind of makes sense though.
It definitely makes sense, but I was like, oh yeah, like most of the demons are like in Japan though, but like the one that's outside of Japan is like the gun devil, and I was
Where's
all
the
like,
nuke demon? The fuck you
probably
mean gun demon? Where's the nuke demon?
probably like in North Korea or some
My guy,
shit.
the North Korea demons must be wild. Fucking dictator demon.
Dictator demon.
But no, I don't know Power's age. I do want to say like she's like older, but I'm not sure, bro. I haven't looked it up. I want to make so many lewd jokes about Power, but I can't. So I got Kenobi I have to jump on because I think she's like 22.
Yeah, she definitely looks like early 20s.
So how do you like the opening and ending credits with an S?
Yeah, that they were actually. I have to go back and like watch them like after watching the anime because I kind of like skip them, but they're actually pretty good.
Really, bro? I have to watch each one. Whoever those artists that the commissioners for those, like Studio Napa, thank you for that shit because that shit was amazing.
Because the thing is, when I watch anime, especially like when I'm trying to like binge watch it and stuff like that, I skip the intros and the endings. It makes everything go faster.
No, I feel you. But somebody should put a compilation out though.
Wait.
Get him up, let him get up. Jerked you off at super speed so it's.
It might seem ill, feeling to be a dream guy.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
You gonna say that, Gordon?
If you don't like English voices, why do you read manga in English, bitch?
I've been trying to read Japanese
too lazy
for
to learn
years.
Japanese.
Hey, I'm about to watch some videos today. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for the lurk, Miss Payday, by the way. Today I'm just gonna be working on this character here, and then we're gonna be watching some videos. Like, she's mostly done. I was just working on her fingernails and her tail or whatnot, but I think it is what it is. She's most likely not. I just gotta redo her hair or whatnot. But yeah, also on the side I was watching some videos. Apparently South Park got pulled and then put back online. Guys, I'm playing the trailer, hold on. This is from South Park Studios.
Okay. Mr. President, sir, the Prime Minister of Canada is here to see you.
Mr. President, why are you placing these new tariffs on Canada? What are you, some kind of dictator from the Middle East?
Let's go!
A dictator from the Middle East? Hey, relax, guy. I'm just average Joe. Take a rest.
The people of Canada will not be devalued like this.
Hey, come on. You don't want me to bomb you like I did Iraq?
I thought you just bombed Iran.
Iraq. What the hell's the difference? Relax, guy.
Relax, guy. They turned it into fucking
Hey, what the fuck is this, better?
This is the painting you asked for, sir.
Why is my dick so small?
But that's the size it is in the photo.
Get this guy out of here. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue both of you.
Dude, Trump sees this, bro. He will not be
makes
happy.
fun of me and gets away with it.
He's like, those idiots at Paramount allow them to put this filth out there of me, and now I'll be suing Paramount for X amount of money.
Relax. Come on, Satan. I've been working hard all day.
You haven't been working. You've been doing your stupid memes and just fucking around.
Come here again. Come on, Satan. You know you can't resist this.
I can't even see anything. It's so small.
Hey, I'll fucking sue you.
God, fuck you!
Hi, come on, Satan. Don't be like that.
Yeah, he fucks Satan too. Why is Satan the one that's being abused here in these relationships here?
Nothing. Where you going, Gordon? Well, I've been priced out of Sesame Street, Elmo.
Wait, you can't listen. Is this
Taxes got too high and had to sell the brownstone that's been in my family for 100 years. And now I'm homeless. I had to use the money to move my mother into a nursing home.
Oh, man.
And they abused her.
Oh, man. Did you get a settlement or something?
No, not at all. I got arrested for getting too loud on the phone with the insurance company. Fucking Cometown's funny as shit. Now you get to live here, Elmo. That's awesome. That's great, Gordon. Good. Fuck you, Gordon. Gordon, did you see what conservatives are saying about AOC? Sorry, Elmo. I'm completely checked out. Hold on, I'm fixing my mouse right now. I need some space for my podcast studio. It all worked out in the end. I'll see you later, Gordon.
I'm going to Maria Hernandez Park to skateboard until I can give a 19-year-old HPV. I'm gonna be a photographer.
Yo, nah. That was by Saul. Give him a follow because he actually likes something that's based like Come Town. But no,
are unaware.
All right, so boom, bam, bop. Apparently, they moved all the hentai off of Ichio. I feel bad for Ichio right now because they just lost a fuck ton of subscribers. You still can play some of the games as long as you have them favorited under your favorite. So all those side games you were playing, you didn't favorite or whatnot because you were scared that you might get looked at weird, all gone, fam. Like, there's a lot that's still there, but there's a lot that's gone.
Where the situation between Madam Savvy and Collective Shout has been exploding rapidly, because now we are at the point where one of the main people of Collective Shout, this LS Kennedy person or whatever this person's name is now going on the attack against Madam Savvy. Obviously, you guys are aware, if you watched my last video talking about and reacting to Madam Savvy's video, you would realize that she exposed Collective Shout for pretty much all the hypocritical nonsense as you would pretty much expect from a feminist group like this. Now this person is trying to say, well, actually, that's not the case at all. And Savvy's exposure is...
No, I wish we got more hairstyles. Like, I like the hairstyle combos that we have right now, but we should got more hairstyles. Like, a lot of more masculine hairstyles, too.
Just trying to intimidate us and silence us, which, by the way, I think the irony in this feminist group trying to say that they're being silenced when they're the ones silencing other people and their freedom to be able to purchase legal content is absolutely insane. So let's go over all of this because...
Damn, this is a feminist? No, other feminist? Hold on. I'm gonna put this to the side. This is by Hypnotic, by the way. He does a lot of news around a lot of this stuff and everything like that. So give him like, you know, viewer and everything like that, subscription. I'm not following him because there's some content that he covered I don't enjoy. But I want to know, who the fuck is Collective Shout? Copy. Hey. Two days ago, 11 hours ago, 1 day ago. Wait, that's who that is? Middle Hard covered it. Wait, what?
This comes to us from Pirate Nation. Collective Shout Feminist Group open letter to payment
This is by Smash
processors.
JT, by the way.
They have admitted responsibility for censorship with payment processors for Steam and potentially other platforms. Now, for those of you that missed it, previously we were talking about how Steam had allegedly bent the knee to payment processors and internet providers, ISPs, to remove certain games that didn't align with the ideologies, we'll say, of certain groups out there. And because of that, people were rightfully frustrated and speaking their minds, saying that these credit card companies shouldn't have this kind of power. Now it turns out that, at least allegedly, we have Collective Shout taking credit for it. Here is the open letter to payment processors profiting from bleep, bleep, bleep abuse games on Steam.
So, let's see. Open letter to payment processor profiting from rape, incest, and child abuse. I hate that he had to use YouTube terms, but when I upload this YouTube, I'm not gonna use YouTube terms. I'm just gonna deadass just say it. Like, it gets kind of annoying when you have to use PC words. Like, I understand there's a place and time for everything. Everybody gets fucking triggered and all this other shit, right? But like, if
we're just talking online. We know we have people who come onto our like stuff and whatnot who has trauma and everything like that. But like for us to force ourselves to do that just so we won't get like demonetized or get money taken away, it's kind of fucked up. I hate people have to like actually PG themselves. Like I remember this site and along with wait, do I have the other side to that? There's a left side in here somewhere. Yeah, this is this side. There's a left turning one, but there's no left side. I still haven't found the left side yet. Okay, so then we have two right ones, but no left one. That's so dumb. Oh, that's so dumb. Why would they do that to us? What's this one? Oh, yeah. Too long, too long. There we go. All right.
And it goes through Mr. Alex Chris, CEO PayPal, and the CEO MasterCard, and the CEO of Visa, and the CEO of PaySafe Limited, and the CEO of Discover, and the CEO of the Japan Credit Bureau. And it says regarding your corporation's facilitating and profiting from bleep, bleep, and bleep, bleep abuse game sales. We, the undersigned, are writing to request that you cease processing payments on gaming platforms which host bleep and bleep bleep themed games. And that's where this cuts off, but it comes from Collective Shout. And this was on July 11th, 2025. And wouldn't you know it, just a few short days after that, all those games came down. Wow, they work fast. Madam Savvy on X. Well. Collective Shout has labeled me a man because they couldn't imagine a woman actually defying them.
Crazy. So, I don't know what the group is. Let's see. That's the quartering. That's Clownfish TV. We're not watching Revs Does Desu. On a video though. Here we go. Facebook video. Wait, what do you mean video has no sound? What? The rise of sexual moaning in schools. A growing trend in classrooms sexual harassment of female and student teachers subject to moaning by male students. Okay. That's the thing we always did. Like we usually do that as jokes and not at anyone, but
so to provide a little bit of
more Smash TV. I'm trying to figure out who these people are. You know what? Lettheshark.org. Come on, Cloudflare, hurry the fuck up. Thank you. Ban porn on X. You know what? I'm down for that. Banning porn on X should be a thing. You know, I don't want to see that shit on a social network site that I regularly go to. Even though I am a gooner and I do look up hentai on X, I don't want to see normal porn on there or revenge porn or whatever the fuck that's live action porn on there. If it's animated, that's fine. If it's not animated, yeah, bro, I'm not really fond of that. It actually got. Okay, what's this one says? Help us take back some of the world's biggest companies. And tell these retailers to bend the bunny. I don't even think Playboy still is a thing, right? Like Playboy magazines and stuff. Like, if you still have a Playboy magazine, you're in your 60s, my guy. Resources, porn harm, us, brands, age verifications, child sex abuse dolls. What the fuck is this? Okay. You know what? Let's find. I'm leaving that site. Let's find the fucking collective shout people on YouTube, you know? Yeah, good old YouTube, because I didn't need to read any of that. Holy fuck. Why mostly men? Huh? Why mostly men? That's fucked up. That's real fucked. Oh my god, that's fucked up. The quartering is talking about it. I need something that's a month ago. Hold on. This year? 2 hours ago, Vera Dark is talking about this shit too? Fuck, man, come on. I'm just trying to figure out who these people are without people being against them. Okay, we got Ordinary Games, Ramunahar. Okay. Bro, I'm just trying to find videos. I hate it here. This dude's intro so long. Okay. Here's what I'm looking for. It's all negative. I'm trying to find something that's unbiased. Oh wait, they actually do have a YouTube. That's hilarious. What is this? Oh, that's definitely AI. Ooh, I hate it here.
Collective Shout is a grass.
All right. Are they all feminist group? Okay, so this guy's mostly here. Sex doll robots. Hey, did you guys see that video of this robot kissing a dude? Okay, so it's like this mostly is a feminist group. I see it's most. I can't say they're a feminist group. Blah, 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 grassroots companies. Blah 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 blah. What this name's. Blah 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 blah. So this is a game they were talking about.
First time I saw information on the game No Mercy, I was.
Bro, whoever just recorded this, just over recorded this from TikTok, it looks like.
Was disgusted, but not surprised. I'm terrified that these games will become normalized. We don't believe sexual violence should be entertainment.
The game's called No Mercy, a game for PC that claims to include non-consensual sex and incest, and was made available on the platform Steam. But how real is this, and how did it become available in the first place? Well, we reached out to the developer to ask about the content in the game. They replied, yes, some content might be intense, but nowhere near what everyone is claiming. And definitely, it's not a rape simulator. Don't focus on the game's description, that's just ordinary marketing. But for gamers like Rhea, this is not just marketing.
In my life, I've experienced quite a bit of male on female abuse, sexual abuse, relaxation space in games.
An unavoidable non-consensual sex. We also
There are a lot of women who play those kind of games though, right? Like especially a lot of women who are like degens are into that stuff. Cause like dudes who are in gen or actually or degens are a little bit more like subby or vanilla-ish. Like I got some eating. It's so delicious. I made some delicious got to make burritos and stuff in it. And I had some extra left over. And I just mixed with the rice, and oh my god, it's so good. I'm be high as fuck after this because that's just infused. Who the fuck just messaged me? No, not Frieza. Ain't no way that's real. Ain't no way that's real. No, I didn't. While I was showing all that, so that what was going on. I was trying to figure out why Discord was doing that. So Discord did this thing where it automatically just censors stuff, right? But Discord can't censor everything, and so you still get like half nudity, half stuff that's censored and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck was saying that. But no.
also found a playthrough of the game in which the player appears to be given the option to play incest scenes. Finally, on the developer website, we found a written walkthrough of the game. And there, the player was given the option to force the woman he interacts with. The developers said they would like people to be, quote, a bit more open to human fetishes that don't harm anyone. And popular films and TV series can include similar themes. The real question...
Yes, and they do, a lot.
here is one of presentation, of emphasis, of excessive...
I wonder if the roles were reversed, if it was women that were the predators. I wonder if this game would still be on there. Because there are games that actually are like that, where instead of... Because what I understand what No Mercy is quote-unquote a revenge visual novel, where it's actually based off of hentai too, based off of actual like doujin that's out there, where your father remarried to these women or whatnot who had 2 daughters, and you get quote-unquote revenge because your father was a piece of shit that drove your mom to like late term abort and shit like that. and you figure out that like it was the stepmom who orchestrated your mom's death, and so for revenge you have to do hentai stuff to these characters and whatnot to get revenge over your father and them. And there are so many other hentai stories that involves men being inside the situation of, hey, I have a stepmom who has 2 daughters or whatnot, and yeah, perfect male fantasy or whatever. But no, there's a lot of female versions of this ones too. To be honest, I think like if it's forcing like rape and shit like that, then remove it or like make it like an option that's not easy to do or whatever. Also, why even put this shit on Steam? This is why I hate porn on Steam. And now all the good games are going to be gone. All the good games of nudity are going to be gone. Now, I honestly checked this morning to see if Nope Nurses still on there. Yeah, it still is. Ah, shit. Now it's 5 o'clock and I'm still reacting to videos. Just crazy. Can't wait till my hun get home now. I'm gonna talk her ear off.
As campaigners,
like I did nothing today. I cleaned up my house and that's it. And then go play video games.
Women's rights have objected.
And this is contributing to real life violence against women and girls, an epidemic of violence against women and girls in Australia and around the world.
After the outrage that the game caused, No Mercy was first blocked on Steam in the UK, Canada and Australia. And eventually it was removed from the platform altogether. After all that uproar though, the question is, how was this game available in the first place? Here in the UK, under the new Online Safety Act, platforms are not only required to remove illegal content, but to stop it from appearing in the first place. This specifically includes content relating to sexual violence and controlling or coercive behaviour. Similar regulations are also in place in countries like Australia, but is it enough?
I believe that
Why does the audio sound like shit though?
Government agencies and lawmakers need to...
You know, I hate too, they have this in the phone format, so you have to look at this on this phone when it's like vertical like this. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much, bro. Stop doing this shit.
Start changing the regulations that are in place right now, and it's time for us to stand up and
all this empty space.
Why should the gaming industry be a law unto itself? It needs to be reined in, and community well-being,
No, they got to say it's Sky News, but hold on. Oh, there are these kind of platforms where they just type their whole thing, where they just upload a whole other thing. That's crazy. And they even caught the ending of the Sky News. That's crazy to do that. All right. Why does Happy doesn't even look happy? It's like she's laughing actually. I gotta go to a booth real quick. Oh, we've got some more stuff.
Yeah, here we go, here we go.
I'm just rearranging something on this end and shit like that. So I'm not just doing nothing. I'm actually just doing the screen. I would end up putting that screen on here, but there's some not safe for work stuff that's on this. Like I'll do it in a bit, but yeah. What? Somebody made a whole lion? Oh! Ha ha ha! You guys want to see something cursed real quick? Hold on. Wait for it. I'm gonna pause it. That guy see it, right? Everything is paused. Okay, you see how it looks, right? There's ready. Pause. Yeah! What's wrong with the back of his legs? I'm thinking so what they did was they actually used the hair part in order to do this. The legs are here, but the arms are inverted into a way where you can't see the arms anymore. Good looking model, but fuck, bro, I wasn't ready for that. But good shit. Looks clean. I was gonna look up. Look at like my own PJs actually. I need like a reference though. Cause I made my own boxer briefs, which look good. And all that good stuff. Damn it, I've only been streaming for like 8 minutes. I'm gonna just moving this around. Alright. We're gonna listen to the V Show stuff.
Fans, the people have won. For the first time in quite a long while, we have actually attained a victory. Now, it's been a minute since you've had victory, so I know you forgot what it tasted like, what it felt like, what it smelled like. It smells like evil being destroyed. It feels like Captain Planet taking out Captain Pollution. It feels like Megatron getting packed up and sent away by Optimus Prime. And guess what? We're part of the Autobots, and the Decepticons aren't making it through. We have won a battle that I didn't think was humanly possible through the power of human will and excellence and the power of a Latina named Iron Mouse. I am so...
Oh yeah, I forgot Iron Mouse is Latina.
So baffled. I'm actually shocked right now and a little bit distraught because I didn't know this was actually humanly possible for us to take down a company. To me, this is the equivalent of taking down Bungie. To me, this is equivalent to taking down Ubisoft. I know it sounds nuts to say that, but a company, V Shoujo, is officially done.
Okay, she's not
they
looking
are
at the camera.
finito. They are thin. They are gone, out, packed up, kicked to the curb, kicked to the bush. And all because Iron Mouse made a video saying, hey, cuz, remember that money you promised that charity that is basically what I'm going through right now because I have immune deficiency? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to pack up the money. Iron Mouse raised $1 million to get the charity the money they needed. And by all means, buy everything. Buy sexual Jesus. Oh my God. We finally got a response from him. V Shoujo has officially released an announcement. The CEO has claimed, I have mismanaged this company into the dirt. I have mismanaged this company into the state it is in right now. V Shoujo will no longer be a company. I have never, in all of my days, in all of my in every past life, I never thought this. I could tell because all the spirits are coalescing into my chest, into my bosom, going through my tummy, coming out and exploding in a chasm. In a chasm, one might say. Rainbows or a lady from me. I'm going to reinvent unicorns. I'm going to make narwhals not extinct anymore. I'm not sure if narwhals are extinct. Please don't verify that fact. I'm not here for verification. I'm here to gloat. I'm here to be happy. Do you know what this sets something so powerful. Recently, I've been deeply into the Stop Killing Games initiative. Stop Killing Games initiative, if you don't know what the Stop Killing Games initiative is, it is an initiative that is allowing us to keep the validity and longevity of our games, because a lot of games, live service games especially, will go offline. We paid all this money on these games and we don't get to play those games anymore, and that's a little bit upsetting and a little bit messy, and I hate every second of that. But Stop Killing Games initiative is actively trying to let us keep our games. So, that is what's going on there, as opposed to publishers making a game, making us pay a bunch of money and then destroying it initially. That's what's happening. Every game's a live service game, essentially. That's what's going on right now. But that could actually be true now. We the people actually have a voice. It actually feels like we the people are actually fighting against corporations and companies. Indie games are getting significantly more popular. We are actively being able to have voices that are heard if we resound together in unison. And Iron Mouse made that video in the dark room and saying, guys, they didn't pay the money. And I thought that maybe V Shoujo was going to say, no, it's still processing, something of that variety. No, the money is in a backlog and stuff that's going on there. They burned through $11 million in funding. They burned through all that. Every single second, every solitary confinement, every piece of that, it's all gone. It's all poof, gone in the air. Where did it go? Who knows? I have no idea. And the company is done.
Bro, this is new info for me, because I thought V Shoujo was one of the good ones too, because Iron Mouse was on there and stuff like that. So I thought they were just Gucci. Motherfuckers ain't been paid since last year September, bro. Motherfuckers ain't been paid since January. Motherfuckers ain't been paid since October. Like what? And you're still doing work for these guys? Like, I know, like, you have to stream for them because you get money from those guys, but you're telling me you did a donation and the people who did the donation didn't get the fucking money, and we don't know where the money is at. Like, they just pocketed it. Didn't we just get mad at the completionists for doing stupid shit like this? Now, with the completionists, the money was there still. It hasn't been touched actually. So like, I can't really get upset with the completionists, because it's not like they spent the money on everything or whatnot, right? They just had the money in there, assuming that it went to the right people, I guess. And you know, it was just to give the completionists the benefit of the doubt. It was just a mistake, fam. Somebody caught on to your mistake. All this could have been happened all this could have been done with 2 button presses and a thank you. That's it. But like, it's the way how the completionist like went about it and how like shady he was acting in the background that got him into fucking trouble with his fan base and stuff like that. You know, motherfuckers is gonna leak shit, bro. You know, motherfuckers is out there to get you. And also, don't just crash out. That is all. That was my TED talk. Bam, there we go. Gimp up here. Don't worry, I'm watching Ceros TV. He actually got some good content. Like, even though some of the things I don't agree with him, like he makes good content.
Every out, packed up, kicked to the curb, kicked to the bush. And all because Iron Mouse made a video saying, hey, cuz, remember that money you promised that charity that is basically what I'm going through right now because I have immune deficiency? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to pack up the money. Iron Mouse raised $1 million to get the charity the money they needed. And by all means, buy everything. Buy sexual Jesus. Oh my God. We finally got a response from him. V Shoujo has officially released an announcement. The CEO has claimed, I have mismanaged this company into the dirt. I have mismanaged this company into the state it is in right now. V Shoujo will no longer be a company. I have never, in all of my days, in all of my in every past life, I never thought this. I could tell because all the spirits are coalescing into my chest, into my bosom, going through my tummy, coming out and exploding in a chest.
Bro, why is he making these descriptions? Stop right there, criminal scum. Those descriptions were wild. Bro, making way too many descriptions. Stop. Alright, this is how I was doing the nipples. I'm not gonna do the nipples. We're not gonna have nipples, and if we do, I'm probably gonna have to use somebody else's stuff. It is what it is, folks. Let's get this out of here. It was Juju's. My motherfucker's like, stop talking like Charlie. You don't have that ring. Alright, so we're gonna bring this down by 2, and we bring this down. No, actually, let's put this under. Yeah, there we go. So we have the body that's here. So, I'm gonna end up making what I need to make in a bit. But we got the top of the body here. This is the lower body. This is the skin. Well, okay, so it should go like this. It was right the first time. So hair should go on top of body and so forth. So now let's actually listen to this while we do our thing.
And a chasm, one might say. Rainbows, or a lady from me. I'm gonna reinvent unicorns. I'm gonna make narwhals not extinct anymore. I'm not sure if narwhals are extinct. Please don't verify that fact. I'm not here for verification. I'm here to gloat. I'm here to be happy. Do you know what this sets something so powerful? Recently, I've been deeply into the Stop Killing Games initiative. Stop Killing Games initiative, if you don't know what the Stop Killing Games initiative is, it is an initiative that is allowing us to keep the validity and longevity of our games, because a lot of games, live service games especially, will go offline. We paid all this money on these games and we don't get to play those games anymore, and that's a little bit upsetting and a little bit messy, and I hate every second of that. But
yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen to like the talent that stays, because like all the American talent is left, right? Like, is there Japanese talent good? Because that's all I want to know.
Stop Killing Games initiative is actively trying to let us keep our games. That is what's going on there, as opposed to publishers making a game, making us pay a bunch of money and then destroying it initially. That's what's happening. Every game's a live service game, essentially. That's what's going on right now. But that could actually be true now. We the people actually have a voice. It actually feels like we the people are actually fighting against corporations and companies. Indie games are getting significantly more popular. We are actively being able to have voices that are heard if we resound together in unison. And Iron Mouse made that video in the dark room and saying, guys, they didn't pay the money. And I thought that maybe Avi Shoujo was going to say, no, it's still processing, something of that variety. No, the money is in a backlog and stuff that's going on there. They burned through $11 million in funding. They burned through all that.
Bro, I bet you that shit was on cocaine and parties. But no, it was probably all on events too and everything like that. It was probably this. Shit, hold on. Excuse me. Ooh, my back. It's probably just like stuff that's like parties and stuff like that. And new layer. I want to call it hair. Call this font. Move this up a couple. So the font's gonna be used for the t-shirts or whatnot that I'm using for this. I'm gonna start making well, the t-shirts fonts. This is gonna be like this undergarment font right here, because you can see how it fits with the undergarment. But the shirt fonts are a little bit different. They have a different guide that they have. They don't use this guide or whatever, right? Here, let me show you actually. So the guide for the shirt. Let's say we go to outfit, right? We go to a shirt. Use this. Okay, so you see how it's two shirts here? One's for the the top one's for the front, the one's for the back right here. They have a different guide than what we have for our thing. So the guide will look something like my God, let me click
every single second, every solitary confinement, every piece of that, it's all gone.
So they will have a shirt guide that's similar to something like this or whatnot. So it looked like an actual like shirt. Now, this is the outline that I think I did for the outline for the t-shirts that I have. That's that. That's the, and that's the shirt that's on top of it. I just see I'm very shitty at doing stuff. But no, I'm gonna start just making templates for everything that I have, like shirts, dresses, and stuff like that. Anyway, let's listen to more of this depressing shit.
It's all poof, gone, in the air. Where did it go? Who knows? I have no idea. And the company is done. Every VTuber left collectively. It was truly a straw that broke the camel's back moment. I was thinking they were going to release some corporate thing or something of that.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to have to go to a hentai site real quick to check something. So here's what I'm going to do. Just so I won't reveal anything on accident. Because I'm looking for a particular boxer brief font. And I'm trying to see what are the boxers called. Don't worry, I'm still here. Motherfuckers like, this nigga, look at that porn. Like, damn right. Alright, so called that. Oh, let me actually mute it too. Mute the tab. There we go. Okay, so it just has the thing on top of it, but what is that style called? Is it just boxer briefs? You know what font I'm gonna use? Fuck it. I'm just gonna use the font that I always use for my videos. Cause fuck it all. Alright, let me delete my history.
Right, usually companies will do some corporate shilling or something to say, it's not really our fault, or blame it on this guy. So that right, the CEO directly stated, yeah, I suck, I'm garbage, this is crazy work, you got me. I can't really do much here now. Iron Mouse called us out. Well, it just took one of you guys. Finally, someone stood up. You know what this means? This means if you stand up, if you have the power, the ability, the gumption, the chutzpah to stand up, just stand up and actually say what you need to say, you can get some change actually enacted. You can actually have something of great significance happen. That is so amazing. I'm shaking. I'm genuinely shaking. I have a headache because of the joy that is going through my body. I am so opposed to disgusting companies, Blizzard. I'm so opposed to Battle.net in general. I genuinely hate Epic Games. I do. I hate Epic Games. I do. I hate the people who make League of Legends. I despise the Assassin's Creed people, Ubisoft. I despise PlayStation right now. I do.
What the hell? Do I still like PlayStation a little bit? Like, PlayStation doesn't do anything wrong.
I'm not a fan of Nintendo. I'm not. I'm really not a fan of Nintendo. If we can take these companies down, do you know how gratifying it feels to take something powerful down? No, there is this mindset where because people don't have control of their own lives, they believe that taking something bigger down makes it feel like they have some power and authority. But we have been getting screwed over for quite some time. And V-Shoujo was one example of many people just getting destroyed and annihilated, and all it took was one woman who does not have her normal voice anymore, who strains and suffers every single day, who built an empire, sitting down inside of herself to say, no, this is wrong. That's all it takes. I'm not gonna liken this to civil rights or something crazy or something of that variety, but I am overjoyed at this.
No.
Now, naturally, I have a large amount of issues with the entirety of the VTuber community as a whole. I like the idea of VTubing. I like the wholesomeness of the communities. I like the fact that it provides anonymity for people who may not want to reveal their entire thing and have.
Yeah, my face is already out there. If you want to see how I look, just go to my YouTube. It's somewhere in there. Actually, yeah, I think I have my face revealed in the in my Be Right Back, I think, or I used to. But yeah, if you want to see how I look, if y'all guys think I'm inside my face, I'm really not. I did this shit for like, cause I want to learn how to use Unity. That I've been saying that for like decades or whatnot, and I got my goal to learning Unity a little bit when it comes to like making models and stuff like that. But like, I'm terrible at creating a human body from scratch, and it'll probably be difficult to me like do all like the individual like body parts and everything like that, because my understanding of a human body is not existent. I found this out when I used to draw a lot, when my human body was just weird, but I didn't understand like head length or how to like do height by heads. I know the basic stuff of doing it, like use like circles to get like the right body type and whatnot that you want. Yeah, that's all I remember, because when I was a kid, I used to have this Spider-Man thing, and it taught me how to like do like fat bodies, skinny bodies, and like buff bodies and stuff like that. But then Dragon Ball happened, and I saw this one dude's work and how he did his muscles and everything. It was just weird, because it was just a bunch of curves and stuff like that, and like I kind of copied. Like, I thought I looked cool for a bit, realized how fucked it was, and was like, you know what? I'm gonna look at an actual arm. I'm gonna look how my arm looks like. And then I started doing artwork like that. Then I just stopped for like a long fucking time, and then I just forgot how to draw. Sucks, right? But no, let's rewind this a little bit.
Take these companies down. Do you know how gratifying it feels to take something powerful down? No. There's this mindset.
That's that
where,
archetype.
because people don't have control of their own lives, they believe that taking something bigger down makes it feel like they have some power and authority. But we have been getting screwed over for quite some time. And V Shoujo was one example of many people just getting destroyed and annihilated, and all it took was one woman who does not have her normal voice anymore, who strains and suffers every single day, who built an empire sitting down inside of herself to say, no, this is wrong. That's all it takes. I'm not gonna liken this to civil rights or something crazy or something of that variety, but I am overjoyed at this. Now, naturally, I have a large amount of issues with the entirety of the VTuber community as a whole. I like the idea of VTubing. I like the wholesomeness of the communities. I like the fact that it provides anonymity for people who may not want to reveal their entire thing and have fame ruin their normal life. I love that. I think that's a great idea. I think it's fun. I think it takes a lot of effort. I think it allows interactivity with the community. I think it allows you to talk to an anime girl. I think that is super cool on principle. I think that is an outstanding, immaculate, revolutionary idea overall. However,
no, he's right. Oh, wait, I gotta see his other point though.
However, I also think that VTubing is like a lot of VTubers are racist. Both can exist together. Both are.
Yeah, no, a lot. It's a lot, bro. They say there's no racism in Bong Sensei or VTuber community. There's no war in Bong Sensei. Oh, that's fucked up how that meme is still relevant to this day, bro. But it is what it is.
They're true. A lot of VTubers have a domination when it comes to how they get people off. More so, not in a provocative way. They get people off. They say it's a graduation. I have an issue with how they phrase that. I have an issue when people graduate from VTubing. I have an issue with people using little girl models when they're a grown woman in order to do basically PDF file bait. It's a little bit strange. I have a big issue with a lot of that stuff. But this is amazing. One disgusting company down, hundreds more to go. And I hope this has a big domino effect to go and go and go and go over and through. Little side note, little side tangent here. Currently, Collective Shout is trying to censor a bunch of games on itch.io. And that's a little bit of a mess up. They're trying to censor Steam games. I'm pretty sure they're trying to go out there Grand Theft Auto, things of that variety. I'm not sure who Collective Shout is, but it seems to be a disgusting, weird company. Hopefully we can get them knocked up out of here too. It feels nice.
Yeah, so that's why I was trying to figure out. And then I saw the shit about the doll, and I was like, oh, there's this kind of company.
That the internet is becoming the stronger force as opposed to cable television and other ways in that through. Information is traded so fast and immediately and is going on and through and through and through. And it feels nice to have all these different avenues to express yourself in this way. I'm just very happy. Let me know what you guys think about VShojo and VTubing in general. I'm very happy that this happened. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at.
Yeah, man, the competition pool just got a lot more bigger. Like, mind you, VShojo, I think they closed already, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "Fuck, I was supporting VShojo and everything they did." And now there's people still able to trade because a lot of people wasn't getting paid, which is kind of fucked up. Because imagine, because like I said this the other day, they're treating like these like VTuber companies like idol companies, thinking they can get away with the shit. Especially with Americans. No, Americans want to get paid. You don't fuck with an American in their money. And now VShojo is just blacklisted now. Now me, if I would hop on VShojo, I would definitely hop on VShojo just so I could create an audience. But like, I think I'm too old and not appealing because of my skin color. And like, it is what it is. Because like, usually, darker skin tones is not just preferred in these kind of companies, you know, especially when it comes to like anime and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Can't really like try to change people's mind about that. We'll make it black. Can I make it an outline? I just need a basic outline. Oh. Do I have to make it white? I think I do. I think I do have to make it white. No. Gotta make it. Alright, so it looks like that. Oh, wait, we're doing it for her shirt. Will that fit though? No. Oh. She at work? No, she works today, doesn't she? Hold on. Yeah, she works today. Fuck. No, she works today. Boo. If you wonder who I'm talking about my significant other. She ends up working today, so. All right. Have fun. I have fonts, don't I? Yeah, I have to actually make a logos folder. Hold on. There we go. So we save here. This is how it would look, by the way. If you're wondering. Oh my god, it's loading. Loading! Why aren't you showing up? Ah! That's definitely loading. Damn, I gotta wait. That's crazy. All I did was click and drag. Oh, here's what I have to do. You can put this on the wrong screen so I can see where the fuck it was at. See how this looks. Alright. Oh. I'm gonna resize this bitch. Scale it down. And then we should be able to move it. It's gonna be tight though. I didn't even notice that's the middle. Alright, should look like that. So when doing something like this, you make sure you have all layers gone, and then you just do this. I definitely gotta fix this shit up, bro. Alright, so now we export. So that should export. So what we're gonna do now is gonna continue without saving. Oh, that looks so tiny. Wait, what's this one? Hold on. Here was this one. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna hit this up, and then we're gonna go to logos. I'm gonna hit this, put this on top, and there we go. Perfect. So making it that small, pixelated by a lot, you can see how much it pixelated by. But if you zoom out, you're not gonna really notice. You can make it as small as you want, as long as you don't make it too small where it's not intelligible to the program, where it just doesn't show like random pixels or whatnot. But yeah, that's how you do that little thing or whatever. So I need to, cause where this design came, I think this came from, not that design. That's supposed to be that. But this came from an already pre-made one that they give you in the program. It is. That's new item. Oh shit. Oh wait, save. Almost forgot to save, but I got to do all that work again. No. Alright. If it loads. Jesus Christ, look how long it takes to load.
A big fan of Tyler the Creator for some time. I've noticed
this video is by Maddie Balls. Maddie Balls. So, this character right here, she has a lot of unique parts and whatnot, including her top, which I'm using. He also has a couple new stuff, and she also has a couple new stuff. The rest of other stuff is some pre-mades from other contests that's put on here, or pre-mades that you just use. But like, if you see any of these online, somebody selling these, just know they came from this site.
a slow shift in his attitude towards music and his fans forming over time. But I think with this new album, Don't Tap the Glass, Tyler the Creator is entering a whole new era that will change both the direction of his career and even hip-hop itself. So to understand,
I think I only heard one of his new music videos when we did the one by the freeway. I think that was it. I didn't know he brought out a whole new album. But not to watch the rest of this video, but give him a follow anyway, and all that good stuff. But I came to lost cars no one can find. Me lost cars no one.
All kids out of the pool.
Oh, this is my El Supersonic Q. Yo.
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
Have you ever looked back on something from your childhood or something that fills you with nostalgia and end up unraveling a new mystery about it that you never knew before? Let's set the stage here. It's 2005 and you're in your room. You got your favorite TV channels playing in the background, video game systems hooked up to the TV.
Not a GameCube. Oh my god, not a GameCube? That's crazy.
And maybe a few popular toys from that era scattered around. But if you were like me, then you were also into trading card games that were popular at the time. I was more of a Pokemon card fan myself, but I did have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, though most were just from starter decks or were Shonen Jump promos. Still, I knew about the tournament prizes or cards given out at the movies, stuff like that, but never anything rarer. Well, now, fast forward 20 years, and say you find yourself in your room on YouTube as an aging millennial, watching a random assortment of content trying to fix your sleep schedule, when a video comes up that blows your mind. A story about a set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards so rare they remained undocumented for decades, and still elude collectors to this day. The question is then posed, however, about whether or not all of these cards actually exist, or if some are only an urban legend and were never actually printed. Cards that both you and me could have seen or bought from the store, but apparently few people did.
I wouldn't know any cards. I know the Dragon Ball one, the one that the Cancer Kid made. I know that's one is one of. Damn, I would not know what rare card is. Like, is this from like the video games? There's a lot of cards that came out in the video games and not out on paper, and it will never come out on paper. But like, Slate Warrior would probably be one of them. The Slate Warrior was only like you have to buy the video game, and that's the only way you could get that card. That's the only thing I don't know. But wasn't Slate Warrior like reprinting the set?
And thus has begun a trading card tale. Like I said, I was recently on YouTube and was watching Team APS videos. And one of the features I like about this channel is the fact that they don't just talk about the card game specifically, but expand their range to culture, lore, and obscure products. And just by chance, I happened to come across one of their shorts from a couple years ago, called Did You Know About the Fabled Yu-Gi-Oh! Mattel Cards That Might Not Even Exist? As a fan of undocumented merchandise, I had to give this a watch. And the short goes on to describe a set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Action figures that came packaged with cards depicting said figure. These cards were exclusive to the toys, in that they featured a special parallel holofoil pattern and had unique card numbers noting they were from this set. But where things get interesting is exactly how they were released. As legend states, the figures with the cards were only available in
it looked like a sticker, honestly, because we had stickers of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that looked like they were this valuable, but they really weren't.
Sears stores for a short period of time, before the cards were removed from later releases of the figures. The cardless figures are somewhat easy to find, but not the ones with the cards. And apparently, those original versions with the cards were so rare that photos of them hadn't even made their way online for 15 years, until eventually a collection of the cards did, and were sold for $80,000 on eBay, with one of them still having never resurfaced to this day. Whoa, okay, hold up. So you're telling me that a toy that could have been bought from a store at one point in time by literally anyone who went there has now become so rare that the cards are valued at $80,000 and one of them still hasn't been seen? I was shocked at this revelation and began to wonder, how could the figures really be that rare? Are people just not looking in the right places for them? These were sold at retail. There's no way only one set of them exists. To answer these questions and more, I have some answers and research to share as we take a deep dive into a card set that literally any one of us could have bought 20 years ago, but didn't.
Oh, alright. Fuck, bro. So, originally when we watched the intro of that, I'm gonna have to concentrate because that's, damn, I didn't know there was more to that. But no, we gotta bake this girl real quick. I want to change your eyes. Let's change your lips now.
Okay, let's start at the beginning and form a timeline for what exactly it is we're dealing with here, and how the information was gathered.
What is that?
When Yu-Gi-Oh! GX first started airing on American television, Mattel, the license holder for the series, released figures into retail stores that depicted some of the main monsters from the show, like the elemental heroes. There are some mini statue-type figures that do not include cards, larger deluxe monsters that do have cards, which are part of the set and have been documented, but then the main line, which is our focus. These ones are called 360-degree joint figures, a series of posable characters that are known for their articulation and action feature, which allows for their limbs to be removed and swapped between different characters.
Okay.
Based on my research of the line, there were 3 waves of characters which were released in sets of 4, so there are a total of 12 characters. And this means by association, there should be a total of 12 cards in the Mattel set, if each figure came with its own card. Fast forward 7 years on the internet, in 2012. It was in a thread on the Pojo.com forums, where user Maykite makes a post titled, Cyber Dragon Promo from Mattel. It reads, I am currently trying to collect every rarity of Cyber Dragon, and his reprints in every deck, pack, etc. However, I find myself stumped at this promo they had with Mattel, released with a Cyber Dragon toy. I cannot find the single card anywhere on places like eBay and Troll and Toad. I even bought the toy itself, but no card. Does this card even exist or does anyone have it? Please help. This is followed by replies in the thread that sort of form the lore surrounding this card, with the mention that these toys were only sold at Sears, and that later releases of the figures took the cards out, as we have heard. From this point onward, it seemed like the interest, or at least questions surrounding these cards, fell back into obscurity, until around 2020, when a Reddit thread showed up that discussed this set, and even cited the original thread as a source of information. Even at this point, there were still no photos of the card online, but bounties had allegedly already been placed on the card, with one claiming to be for $3,000. So for the next year, speculation persisted, with some users believing the cards were never printed for the figures, while others were convinced they were just holy grails of collecting, due to the scarcity of their release. And then, only a year after this thread, another one would show up that changed the entire story. User Loser Chris created their own thread called Parallel Rare Cards from MF03. This is the identifier for the Mattel set.
So there was a whole nother rarity that none of us even fucking seen. We probably seen it and just ignored it. There's probably some scalpers out there who probably has this, or like it's in some kid's dusty ass folder in the attic somewhere. That's wild. No, because think about it. There's a whole official card rarity that people probably saw as fake or some shit probably thought it was just a sticker, and like not knowing that they're ripping up thousands of dollars. Damn, I hate cardboard and foil.
It says, just found some old Yu-Gi-Oh cards while digging through my closet. These were from a very long time ago. I don't even remember where I got them. Wondering if any of you here would happen to know the rarity of these cards. I looked them up on Google and they seem to be decently rare. Mattel Action Figure Promos Series 3. So I was wondering if anyone can confirm. The cards have been in a binder for over 10 years and are near mint condition. They listed each card in their possession, which included the fabled Cyber Dragon. After a series of back and forths and more pictures, the card was the first ever Mattel Cyber Dragon card that had been documented online. And then speculation surrounding its value and rarity started to overtake the mythic status of the card. Jesus. According to an unlisted video by the same user who made the Reddit thread and owned the cards, Cyber Dragon Elemental Hero the mythic status of the card. Mint condition. They listed each card in their possession, which included the fabled Cyber Dragon. After a series of back and forth,
bro, you would try to peel this and accidentally rip it. That's crazy.
And more pictures, the card was the first ever Mattel Cyber Dragon card that had been documented online. And then speculation surrounding its value and rarity started to overtake the mythic status of the card. According to an unlisted video by the same user who made the Reddit thread and owned the card.
By the way, this is by Super
Cyber Dragon, Elemental Hero Clayman, and Elemental Hero Avian were all auctioned off in early 2021. Their total value accumulating to around $50,000 US, with Cyber Dragon being $30,000 in itself. So this brings us to the modern day, 2025. We've seen a Cyber Dragon card and might never see another one. So the story is over, right? Well, not really. Because while we finally did get an image of that one card, this is where I took a much closer look at the history of these toys and their release, and have come across many revelations that change the narrative put forth about these cards. But before we talk about the set as a whole in a modern light, there was a different card from the set that initially caught my attention from the Team APS short, and from someone in the comments on Reddit.
I'm turning it on just a second.
While Cyber Dragon was still a hot commodity when it was first found, the comments of this thread point out another rarity of this set, the Blackluster Soldier card. Previous to Cyber Dragon's reveal, speculation regarding both of these cards came into question, as some users thought that neither of them had released, and the figures just came out without the cards. Since one user states the figures are not even rare. So if Blackluster Soldier was really not that rare, couldn't I just find it on Google? So I began using the classic search method on Google.
It's not rare because only the figurine is being resold. Everybody kept the card. That's crazy. This shit got scalped. There's no way. That shit got scalped. No, because think about it. If the toy is common, that means the card should be common, right? Nah, motherfuckers kept those cards.
Google Images, just looking for Blackluster Soldier figures. I actually didn't know modern companies were making new Yu-Gi-Oh products for the older monsters, so after shifting through these recent results, I actually wasn't left with much, coming up empty-handed. Huh, that's kinda weird. I can't seem to find the figure from the back of the packaging. I already sorta knew that getting a hit on the actual figure with the card in the packaging was going to be a monumental task, or I'd have to get very lucky. But the fact that I couldn't even find a normal figure of this character seemed kinda odd. Back in the early 2000s, Mattel actually did release a figure of Blackluster Soldier, but that one was from the original Yu-Gi-Oh line. The one we're looking for specifically is from Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and would have branding from this set on it. So I tried looking a little harder, using better keywords related to the 360 joint name and the year of the line's release, even expanding my search to eBay listings, in the event that someone might have had one up. But still, I found nothing. Then I tried WorthPoint, thinking that there might have been older lots with the figure in it that were sold much closer to the line's release back then. There weren't that many results that were pulled up, but even in what did, I still found nothing. I started scratching my head at this point, because even some of the rarest releases from this line, like Elemental Hero Bubble Man, which were indeed very hard to come across, card or not, could still be found in some capacity, mostly on obscure selling websites, but it was out there. However, when it came to Blackluster Soldier, there was just nothing. I thought it was odd that the whole line had been documented in figure form except for him, which made me come up with the theory that it was possible maybe he was just a cancelled figure and never actually came out. Well, that actually wouldn't be the first time Mattel has done something like that, and we can look to the anime-adjacent Naruto line to see another example of that. In a couple of the later waves of the series, there are figures shown on the back of the packaging that were cancelled before release, even one in the very last wave. I am convinced at this point,
ooh, that one looked uncensored a little bit.
based on the lack of search results, that the figure
shit.
simply did not come out, and therefore the MF03 card that he would have been printed with likely never existed either. And I believe the people on Reddit who recalled seeing him or saying he wasn't very rare were confusing it with the older figure from the original line, and not the GX one. But at this point in the video, we should be asking ourselves, is Blackluster Soldier really the holy grail card that everyone thinks it is? Because while I was searching for this figure, I came across another discovery that no one had pointed out online in modern times. It hit me as I started seeing some of the other figures show up over and over again, and that realization is that I never came across a level 10 Winged Karibo card. You can find loose versions of the figure, or boxed versions, but none with his card, or the loose card. I thought this was so strange. For all the time I spent looking for Blackluster Soldier, I never even realized that this one was missing too. But it gets even weirder than this, because similarly, Ancient Gear Golem is in the exact same spot as Karibo. You can find the figure without the card, but the card has never been seen in the package or loose. So now we have two known figures that released that have not been seen with their cards, on top of Blackluster Soldier, who doesn't seem to exist at all. All of this information brings us back to the original hype monster that gave this set publicity, Cyber Dragon. Because, just as I could not find a sealed figure with a card for Karibo or Ancient Gear Golem, I also could not find a single photo of a sealed Cyber Dragon with its card. You can find versions without the card, but again, nothing with it. And what's even stranger about this is that, as we've seen, a parallel holo for Cyber Dragon does exist. So even after 20 years and seeing the card itself, we haven't seen one in that packaging and only as a loose item. What the hell is going on here to account for all these inconsistencies? Well, some of our answers are hidden in plain sight, on a site we visited before, pojo.com. Originally, when I was doing research for this video, I thought that the 2012 thread that mentioned Cyber Dragon was the first one online to really discuss the Mattel set. But actually, if you dig really far into the site, there are threads from a couple years previous that discuss them as well. But it doesn't stop there, as there are even older threads, one from 2006, around the time the toys actually came out, with 13 pages of information to absorb. As far as I could find, this basically was the first time these were discussed, and is the best primary source out there for the toys in depth, revealing very useful information to us. It was made by user Skytreader in September 2006, and starts by outright stating that when they went to their Toys R Us, they bought a handful of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX figures with their cards included. While all of the ones listed here are the ones that can be seen online, it debunks the previous statement that these figures were exclusive to Sears, at least the set as a whole. I was under the impression through information passed around that their rarity was directly connected to their retail release, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And what's more is that Winged Karibo, Gear Golem, Blackluster Soldier, then Cyber Dragon and Clayman were not seen at this store, and is where things start to get a little more interesting. I read through this whole thread, eagerly awaiting the moment when someone was going to post about finding Cyber Dragon. However, that moment never came. For the entirety of this thread, users would occasionally ask if anyone had found Cyber Dragon yet, and this lasted all the way into early 2007. Eventually, Skytreader, who seemed to have connections to the industry, would first state that Cyber Dragon and the rest of the figures that had yet to come out were pushed back in their release, before stating they were indefinitely delayed, and then concluded in March 2007 by stating the remaining figures were not going to be mass released, though he did not say they were cancelled altogether. But the thread ends there, and there was no other discussion about the figures at this time. and the next time they were brought up, it was in those early 2010s threads that asked about the missing cards. So by taking a closer look at these threads, it does reveal the earliest rumblings that Cyberdragon as a figure, and not the whole line, was exclusive to Sears stores, and was extremely rare, even in 2010. Then on top of that, and even in the 2006 thread, there were claims from other users that state they had seen or knew of people that owned the Cyberdragon card, but no photos were shared at that time, and depending on the year of the claim, it does contradict with what Skytreader was reporting at the time, how the figure was delayed. If there's one thing for sure about these figures after reading through all these threads, it's the fact that even collectors back in the mid and late 2000s were not entirely sure how they were released or why they were so hard to find. While it's very, very difficult to know for sure what happened to the missing cards, based on my research of this line and understanding of toy companies, I can make some educated guesses.
For now.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX will continue in a moment on Toonami.
Yo, stop. Why does this look so fucking familiar? I've seen this before, like when I was younger.
That moment entirety, and then on top of that, collectors back in the mid and late 2000s were not.
Maybe those ones that they saw were fake or something. Body. Oh, body. Then changes for portrait. Yeah, won't let me do the whole thing. Oh well. I'm gonna let the video play for a bit while I do this, so nobody here will be bored and listen to me do nothing.
I'm entirely sure how they were released or why they were so hard to find. While it's very, very difficult to know for sure what happened to the missing cards, based on my research of this line and understanding of toy companies, I can make some educated guesses.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX will continue in a moment on Toonami. And now, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX on Toonami.
Starting from the top, Blackluster Soldier. I don't think that card was ever printed or the figure ever released. Every other figure from this entire line has been spotted at least once in the wild, card or not, but never the Blackluster Soldier. And once again, those comments in the old Reddit threads that state they've seen the figure, I believe they're referring to the older one from the original series. I have never seen a GX branded figure, and nobody in those old forums even mentions the toy in any capacity. Not to mention Skytreader's comment that said the later waves were not going to be released to the masses. This implies the line was not selling well, or they had little confidence in it. So I believe BLS was probably cut before he was actually made. Next, as for the legitimacy of Cyberdragon, whether or not he actually came from a figure pack or if he's just a hoax entirely, I do believe this card is real for a few different reasons. Firstly, we know without a doubt that the Cyberdragon figure did release, despite being heavily delayed, so he is not in a situation like Blackluster Soldier where the figure or card does not exist. And while Skytreader points out that older waves originally did not come with the cards and then got them added later, contrary to popular belief, this should not have affected Cyberdragon in any way, as he was a late release. The claims his card was pulled after release check out, given the card's rarity and Sears being the only place you could get it, as is corroborated by those 2010s threads. I wish I could have found more proof that Sears was the spot he was sold at, but you could substitute Sears with any other non-toy store and the theory still makes sense. But there's something else to point out in relation to the Cyber Dragon card that proves its authenticity, and it isn't even found within the card itself. As I was putting together this video, I realized that I didn't come across any other copies of the MF03 Elemental Hero Clayman. I believe the Cyber Dragon seller was the first person to show a copy of this card too, but nobody really pointed that out or cared because it's not Cyber Dragon. And you'd think if this was some kind of PR stunt, they would have faked Cyber Dragon and BLS or something, not Clayman. But it doesn't stop just here, because guess what? There are currently no photos online of a boxed Clayman with his card. He's in the exact same spot as Cyber Dragon. And both of these figures were originally missing from shelves in Skytreader's 2006 report. They were both late release figures, heavily delayed figures, and Loser Chris had both cards.
Yeah, so they might have been stickers, right? Sorry for not talking for a cool minute. Here's one a little back real quick.
Not exist. And while Skytreader points out that older waves originally did not come with the cards and then got them added later, contrary to popular belief, this should not have affected Cyber Dragon in any way, as he was a late release. The claims his card was pulled after release check out, given the card's rarity and Sears being the only place you could get it, as is corroborated by those 2010s threads. I wish I could have found more proof that Sears was the spot he was sold at, but you could substitute Sears with any other non-toy store and the theory still makes sense.
Just pulling out hair under
but
my
there's something else to point out in relation to the Cyber Dragon card that proves its authenticity, and it isn't even found within the card itself. As I was putting together this video, I realized that I didn't come across any other copies of the MF03 Elemental Hero Clayman. I believe the Cyber Dragon seller was the first person to show a copy of this card too, but nobody really pointed that out or cared because it's not Cyber Dragon. And you'd think if this was some kind of PR stunt, they would have faked Cyber Dragon and BLS or something, not Clayman. But it doesn't stop just here, because guess what? There are currently no photos online of a boxed Clayman with his card. He's in the exact same spot as Cyber Dragon. And both of these figures were originally missing from shelves in Skytreader's 2006 report. They were both late release figures, heavily delayed figures, and Loser Chris had both cards. I don't think that's a coincidence. And guess who else's cards have also not shown up in boxed form? Karibo and Ancient Gear Golem. Two more figures from Skytreader's list that were missing when the line originally came out. Even their loose cards haven't shown up yet. So basically what I'm getting at is that all of the characters listed in this 2006 post that were delayed have never been seen boxed with their cards, and only 2 of these 5 cards have been seen loose in the wild at all, and that was only once and both were owned by the same person. To me it seems like all 5 of these characters sort of make up a lost wave, and with the exception of Blackluster Soldier, the MF03 card figures ended up as late release figures produced in small quantities, then dumped into Sears stores for a short time. There must have been so few of them put into the wild to cause this, because it's not as big of an issue with any of the other monsters. So that leaves Karibo and Ancient Gear Golem, and the mystery surrounding their cards.
So are they fake or not? Because like, those could be both just fake. Because like you said before, that there are some boxes that don't have cards that have cards, and some that doesn't. So which one is it then?
Do I think MF03 cards were made for them? Yes, I do. And do I think they're lost, still out there in the wild, waiting to be uncovered? Yes, I do. Given all the information and context we know about this line after researching it, and the history of the other 2 cards that showed up, it's extremely likely. At least, it seems like there's more evidence suggesting they do, rather than they don't. And all 4 of them being part of that lost wave makes sense. And I think it would be stranger if these 2 didn't get cards. Meanwhile, every other released monster did. In fact, if that Cyber Dragon never even showed up, I bet people would still be doubting his existence to this day. And the only other bit of information I came across when wrapping up my search was YouTube user Casual Yugi Stuff, who actually opened an Elemental Hero Burstinatrix figure that came with a card. And shockingly, a checklist of all the cards in the set were included with the figures. Here, we can see every documented card in addition to the ones that are still lost. While I don't think it adds any evidence to suggest one way or another if the cards were produced, as plans and releases changed throughout the line, it is very interesting to see Mattel officially acknowledge their plans from this early point. The release of these toys was so confusing, and the number of years this mystery has been ongoing makes the information so scattered and hard to keep track of. It's probably one of the most bizarre merchandise.
This is why I hate being a fucking collector. Shit like this. Shit just like this. Let's say if you had a manga, right? And it's hard to find like a version of the manga because the manga's out of print or some shit like that. And you go online and go find this shit, and everybody else don't have that same fucking volume. And so you search and search and search. Hell, you don't even care if you can read the volume. You can read the scans online. You just want to get this for your volume. So you end up finding this Japanese company that may have it, may not have it. But when you see it, what condition is, you're like, nah, I'm good. That's how I feel with like collecting is or whatnot.
Mysteries I have ever looked into, and it's still a little frustrating just trying to understand it all. Hopefully we can get some more information about this mysterious line of figures as more news spreads about them. But until next time, Finn.
A true ninja always stays on top of their training, just as a true viewer stays up to date with the latest videos. So, why not grab another cup of green tea and watch some more? I'd stick around this digital dimension.
No, I'm kidding, guys. All right. Is this open? Oh, are you serious right now? I gotta fix something real quick. I'll spare some clothes. I didn't actually give her better fits. I think these ones are sweats. These ones are pants, I think. Yeah, these are pants. What are these? There we go. I need a hoodie, and I need it now. There we go. I'm Fine, and he just find all my clothes and just throw this on. Alright.
A name you probably don't know. It's someone that I used to watch quite a lot around 2018, when my Overwatch addiction was at its peak, which thank god them ruining the game was some sort of Narcan to curb my addiction that was maining Ryan and Widowmaker and Diamond. But anyway, Def Pina from what I thought back then was like the Gordon Ramsay of the art community. No, he didn't have the same prestige as the British chef that looks like his forehead textures were replaced with wrinkly testicles, but he was someone that would critique and call out those within the art community either for sloppy art like tracing, suspected scams, and I think even at one point being predators, or people just copying other people's work. And from what I remember back then with those rose-tinted glasses, was that I really used to enjoy these videos. Specifically where he would talk about the fundamentals of animation in the background whilst I played Overwatch. I only had one monitor around this time. I specifically...
Damn. You know what sucks about having a single monitor streaming and having to tap in back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? And like, mind you, you can still get shit for having the multiple monitor. You know how it brings out that little screen where it shows you your preview or whatnot. But that's besides the point. It just like feels so good having multiple screen now, because all you have to do is just tab on a totally different screen, and hope to God that OBS is not looking at the screen since you have this stuff on.
Quickly enjoyed videos.
It sucks having a single screen, by the way, because like you can just have that shit on your screen, like, oh no.
Like the Odd Ones Out clone, someone that was tracing a lot of work from his videos, and I'm pretty sure from this video I learned Odd Ones Out was a fairy. That information literally changed nothing for me, but it was a bit of lore from a side quest I didn't expect to learn. From what I remember from his videos, he was primarily an Out clone, someone that was tracing a lot of work from his videos, and I'm pretty sure from this video I learned Odd Ones Out was a fairy. That information literally...
Is that Sonic's Fox?
Changed nothing for me, but it was a bit of lore from a side quest I didn't expect to learn. From what I remember from his videos, he was primarily equipped with a monotone voice. No, it wasn't inspired by that other YouTuber, because it was as lifeless as a rigor mortis ridden corpse, and most of his sentences finished with 3 seconds of dead air. It was to the point where if you heard him speak normally, it was like a completely different person.
And Matt's voice in Audition, using the spectrogram.
That's on purpose.
It was somewhat of a charming quality in his content, to be honest. And he was also very specific and critical within his videos when reviewing the people within the art community. And no one was safe no matter how big you were. He made videos on more notably the aforementioned Odd Ones Out and Jaden animations. And looking back at some of his videos in the present day, it gave me whiplash greater than any vehicular collision could ever induce. He straight up showed of one of the creators uncensored, and this was on YouTube, admittedly age restricted, but it was there. I watched this content years ago and probably didn't notice it. But in the present day, I was recently reminded that Daft Peanut existed when watching a video about someone else from the art community, in which I found out the art community isn't what I...
Yo, no fucking way.
Videos on more notably the aforementioned Odd Ones Out and Jaden animations.
Oh yeah, oh damn, I was not the Jaden animation thing.
I'm looking back at some of his videos in the present day, it gave me whiplash greater than any vehicular collision could ever induce. He straight up showed of one of the creators uncensored, and this was on YouTube, admittedly age restricted, but it was there. I watched this content years ago and probably didn't notice it. But in the present day, I was recently reminded that Daft Peanut existed when watching a video about someone else from the art community, in which I found out the art community isn't what I remembered. At least from when I was watching that content, and I hadn't seen anything from Daft in a while, but upon searching his channel, he was gone. A few re-uploads but no channel with the name Daft Pina, but it did show another channel with a very recognizable voice and speech pattern, which we'll talk about later. The name Daft Pina had seemingly been removed from YouTube, and with my curiosity piqued, I wanted to find out what happened. I found a few posts and videos going into the situation, and upon learning about the whole Horus heresy that I had in fact missed, it made me fully realize that the content I thought I was watching back in 2018 was very different to what it actually was in the memory banks of my mind, and what I had missed in the time skip mid-season of 2018 to the current year was an absolute mess. And I also indirectly learned more about the art community of YouTube than I really needed to. Believe me, I was very much happier in my naivety. The whole situation with Daft Pina, from his rise to his controversies to being hated by the art community itself, to his later repainting and purging of his past on the internet, is something that I was interested in since remembering him again, and something I wanted to talk about today. But first, who was Daft Pina?
This is a good use for self-deprecation humor.
Daft Pina.
Huh. Damn, this sucks. So I guess he started some drama or whatnot that he wasn't supposed to. I'm really too high for this video. But we're gonna try to react to it though, like dead ass. Cause unlike some people that's on the internet who won't say anything for like 40 minutes, fucking I actually have to pause the video and give them all my points, so I have to pay attention to the video. But damn, man. Yeah, so I was on that Jane Animation not safe for work video.
Or Ryan Björk, born on November 5th, 1997, started his channel in 2015. Most of his earlier uploads focused on reviews of cartoons, and some arbitrary uploads in there as well. However, these early uploads would be seemingly lost to time, as once again he removed a lot of content due to his purging of his account. But even before this event, he had already removed some of these early uploads a year after uploading them, when he shifted his content focus because, to be blunt, he was not going to be known for his critiques and reviews of cartoons, actually except for maybe Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss, which in the current year is low-hanging fruit at this point. But instead he was going to be more well known for directing his criticism towards the art community of YouTube. But before any of that, Daft in 2016 would get surgery for his sunken chest, or pectus scavatum, however the fuck that is, where your breastbone is sunken into your chest or indented. And it is a serious condition where sometimes the breastbone can apply pressure to essential organs like your heart or lungs. His operation went well, but he was incapacitated for months. He couldn't even laugh or cough and was on the highest dose of opioids. He would make a full recovery shortly after, but still struggled with some mobility and pain in the middle of the night. But after all of this, he would promptly start college. Whilst it is unknown what he studied at college, and if it was something that would have provided a basis for his knowledge that he would use in his critique of others, or if he just dropped out, he would around the same time start producing his videos critiquing art YouTubers, especially those centered around story time animation. All of what I just told you is important later on, so keep it in that little RAM stick in your head for now. Storytime animation is a genre that was doing very well in the early 2010s. I personally remember binge watching Domix back in the day.
Bitches be crazy. Bitches be
Yeah, I know, dead ass. Oh, not Domix. Oh, that's hilarious. I think it was the guy who made I gotta find this. Hold on. Pie flavor. Huh? What the f- All right, so
I baked you a pie.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor.
Hold on.
I baked you a pie.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor.
I wonder if they start doing stuff. Hold on.
Michael.
They are. Come on, Tom. Please, you doing stuff still. A year ago? By the way, subscribe to these guys. These guys actually made some funny content back in the day. But I haven't watched the videos in a long fucking time.
Combining the cuteness of a turtle and the deadliness of a mine, I have created Mine Turtle!
Why? Why would you do that?
Don't Press That Mine Turtle is a game. A game is a thing you play with your friends. Friends are people you find when you go outside. Outside is where the horrors live.
I didn't think this would be an ad, but fucking I forgot how funny this dude is.
So don't go outside, stay inside, and play our brand new party game, Don't Press That Mine Turtle. Don't Press That Mine Turtle is an explosive game of truth or dare that'll turtly test the nerve of you and your friends.
What are you, a chicken? No, I am a man.
The goal is simple. Don't
Okay, I gotta stop laughing at this. I'm way too high for this.
Don't Press That Mine Turtle is an explosive game of truth or dare that'll turtly test the nerve of you and your friends.
What are you, a chicken? No, I am a man.
The goal is
I am a man.
simple. Don't press that Mine Turtle, because
I
if
gotta
you
stop
do,
leaning back
he
out
might
of
just
this
explode. What did I just say?
Sorry.
Each player starts the game with 3 randomly drawn mission cards, which they'll use to push each other to the limit. Mission cards can be telling truths.
Mom, Dad, I'm imaginary. I have no son.
Doing dares.
This one.
Stop.
Push each other to the limit. Mission cards can be telling truths.
Mom, Dad, I'm imaginary. I have no son.
Doing dares.
There's nothing there.
This
one's called the Oh No!
Oh no. Or completing challenges.
I spy something beginning with B. Boat. What?
On your turn, choose a mission card and the victim, I mean player, you want to give it to. Ideally, someone who'd rather risk a fiery inferno than doing it. If they refuse or fail the mission, they'll have to press the button as many times as the card says. And the meaner the mission, the more times they'll have to press it.
Phew.
But choose your target wisely, because if they complete the mission, you have to press the button instead. And with each press making Mine Turtle more likely to explode, you won't.
So how does it explode? Is it like a little shock, jump or whatnot? Does it like pop up? I want to see it explode.
Want to underestimate your opponents. Some cards need you to fill in the blanks, so get creative or cruel.
Here comes the airplane.
Oh, please, no!
The game ends when someone detonates Mine Turtle. But why stop there? Press his button to prime him again and let the fiery fun continue. And if you want to add some real stakes to the game, try deciding on a fiendish forfeit for the loser before you begin.
This would be great for shot glasses.
Such as eating a spoonful of chili powder, drinking a glass of cold gravy, or even going outside.
No, please! Anything but that!
And that's how you play our explosive game of Truth or Dare. Available on Kickstarter now and hopefully all good retailers eventually. Have fun, and remember, don't press that Mine Turtle.
I wonder how many people actually got this. What is this?
my name is Thomas Tomscar Ridgewell.
I'm Elliot Goff.
And I'm Eddie Bowley.
5 years ago, we created...
You got fat. I'm there with you, bro.
Muffin Time, and with your help we were able to launch it around the world. Seeing people have fun and create memories with something we made has just been awesome.
That's why we've teamed up with Big Potato Games to bring you our new party game, Don't Press That Mine Toll.
In this box, you'll find 120 mission cards, plus free write-your-own cards, and of course, the Talking Mine Turtle.
We're bringing this game to Kickstarter because even though it is completely finished, with your support we can afford to make it bigger and even better.
That means brand new cards, it means putting little gizmos in that guy, or rumble, or maybe light up, who knows? Ooh. And even, some of them will be filled with explosives.
No, we're not adding real explosions to this game, Elliot.
No, we are.
No.
I've already done it.
No. Oh, how many?
5.
Oh, fun! So if that sounds like your kind of thing, then check out our Kickstarter page, and if you like the game, you can back it and be one of the first people in the world to play it. You want to be one.
Dang, man, I wish I would have done this. It's probably already been done. It's already been a year, I think. Yeah, sure.
For the first people in the world to play it, don't you?
Especially you, Darren.
We're gonna get you.
You love this stuff.
Hello. Yeah, Darren, you love this game.
What's that button do?
No! You know what? They still have, 7.44 million. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Alright.
Crazy. Bitches be crazy.
The worst thing is, prepubescent me had this song downloaded to my ancient HTC Wildfire, but goddamn do I miss Dominic's regular uploads. However, in 2017, the genre of storytime animation was exploding in viewership once again. This was around the time Daft started making his first few critique videos, with his first video being about the YouTuber Me and Myself, who had 7,000 subscribers at the time.
Hello, I'm Daft Pina, and today instead of talking about a TV show, I'm going to talk about YouTuber Me and Myself. He's an animated storyteller,
and compared to the videos he would later make, it was rather lukewarm in terms of how far he went, and the video actually had more to do with how that YouTuber could improve their content further.
Long story short, add more backgrounds in your videos. Overall background quality is 2 out of 10.
But as said, this is probably one of the more lukewarm videos, as his later uploads would make him infamous in the art community, as he would critique everything and anything. I think in one video he even focused on the fact Jaden Animation has white backgrounds and the fact she dropped out of college.
Yeah, so I put going to college and getting a degree on hold so I can make YouTube videos.
Okay, so she dropped out of college to pursue making videos? Because when you tell people like me who work and go to college that you can't be bothered to draw some backgrounds, kind of makes me feel insulted.
But it did come off as some...
Well, damn, that's mean. I like her style. That's really mean.
Somewhat sarcastic at times, so maybe he wasn't that serious. But he mainly scrutinized her art style, saying it left a lot to be desired, which similar opinions could be found in other videos he did on other creators, and some saw this as him trying to tell other creators how to make their videos better from an unbiased view, and others saw it as him having a fully erect hate boner for some of these creators, partially due to some of the very questionable uploads he made around this time. But these videos critiquing creators were doing very well at the time, so he began reproducing them, gradually getting more and more critical each video to the point where he had gone past the line of an unbiased review, and it almost seemed like he was getting a lot more personal with his critiques, which a lot of people surrounding the art community and the creators themselves viewed it as very distasteful. Many citing the other video he created about Jaden Animations, claiming she faked her face reveal and talked about her eating disorder.
The fact that...
Oh, so that is the guy. Wow.
She made an entire video dedicated to her life and how great she is leaves me to believe she might be a bit narcissistic. And she is amazing for beating the odds of her mental disorders. And if you experienced any of that, then she just baited, hooked, and got you with her emotional guilt.
Video of me. So stop asking. Okay.
Wow, Jaden, it's like that face reveal video never happened. And it feels like those months and even years of torment also never happened.
But at this time, he was getting a lot of views and attention for this behavior, so he didn't stop. In one video covering the YouTuber Chili Panda, an up-and-coming animation YouTuber, he told her to straight up stop drawing.
Why does that name sound so familiar? You should stop
I'm
drawing
not telling
now.
you to quit drawing because you're copying someone else. I'm telling you to quit drawing because you can't draw. And judging by your art over the course of a year, you'll never be able to draw.
Which he later did in 2021 anyway, but then became a VTuber, which I can't tell if it was a good thing or a bad thing that Daft Peanut might have had a small involvement in that decision. Mainly when discussing bigger creators, he would look for the most microscopic crumb of dick cheese as a point, and then speculate.
Ew, smegma. Ew. Ew, that shit gross. Ew.
Something else based on said dick cheese.
Such as the plaques she has on the ground. You know, the thing that some people dedicate their lives to get, and she just has them lying on the floor. Come to think of it, in like a recent video, James talks about his current girlfriend. I bring this up.
I hate how his setup is.
As if they broke up. Would he delete the video? Is that why she isn't named? So he can just keep the video up if they broke up?
Obviously, with said attention, he also received negative attention where people would start to call him out for things either he embellished, speculated, or points he displayed disingenuously, which led him to removing
No, but I think I have watched this guy's videos.
a number of videos in 2018 after significant backlash and a public apology we'll talk about later. But even after this apology, he still continued to make this type of content, and in the same year reached 100,000 subscribers. He also wasn't now just critiquing people's art styles or their potentially personal lives, or if they traced or not, which is something he really liked to focus on. He was also now exposing people for being predators, such as Otaku Studios, which he actually received a lot of praise for, and as the years went on, he kept churning out this content exposing and harshly critiquing creators and animated shows. In 2020, he reached 200,000 subscribers, and was also a host and co-host of multiple podcasts, such as the Pizza Party podcast and the Bad Take Delete podcast. However, towards the end of 2022 and nearing the start of 2023, either down to people realizing he wasn't completely unbiased in his critiques, other creators making videos critiquing the critiquer, or the type of content he made slowly becoming oversaturated, he started to see a decrease in viewership and a year later a change of heart, where he deleted most of his heavily critical videos and stated he no longer wanted to cover drama, and renamed his channel to Dove and Draw, with a different focus and video style, which is where his channel stands to this day. However, even though he strayed away from drama, he still had a lasting effect on the art community, and his name still holds some infamy to this day. But why?
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I'm over here looking for photos on 4chan for this background or whatnot, and all her which video is that?
Heavily critical videos and stated he no longer wanted to cover drama, and renamed his channel to Dove and Draw, with a different focus and video style, which is where his channel stands to this day. However, even though he strayed away from drama, he still had a lasting effect on the art community, and his name still holds some infamy to this day. But why?
Oh my god, that's so loud. Oh no!
So Daft was a little daft in his videos. As mentioned before, he went way beyond what people thought his original motive was, to provide feedback to creators to make their channel better, and especially in his early uploads came across as somewhat venomous with his critiques, mainly towards bigger YouTubers like Jaden and Odd Ones Out. And as I showed you before, Daft had the behaviour of making a point and then speculating from said point with no further evidence, such as speculating Jaden was a narcissist because she talked about her life, hinting she never had an eating disorder, and most of the videos talking about said problem and why she shies away from public.
Also, was their face revealed in the doc? No, she Jaden I think asked the person, could you take it down? I think he didn't. or some shit like that, and end up taking it down later because the community asked. And I'm thinking like, her face already revealed before, but then again thinking, she did a face reveal like a little bit afterwards, or was that somebody else? Somebody somebody got their face revealed early, or whatnot. I think it was either VTuber or Jaden. It was one of the two. And then the dude who she asked didn't take it down, and her community got upset, and then that's when he actually took it down, I think. And I think she just made like a video saying like, hey, this is me and all that stuff.
Public images was just for attention, and he
I think I said she was cute. Yeah.
also made a whole list of mental disorders he thought Jaden had. This is
Oh yeah, that's fucked.
also around the same time he made the Chili Panda review. And as said, he got a lot of backlash for these videos to the point where he deleted them and apologized to people like Jaden a year later. But around that time, he did keep the video where he was basically doing the same thing, talking about her music video about her eating disorder. And in said video, he says he had no problem with the video he just deleted, but Jaden accepted his apology. But that was around 2018 to 2019, and he learned his lesson from this feedback, and it did seem like that till he started doing the same thing with Odd Ones Out. He made multiple videos on the Odd Ones Out, the most important being Odd Ones Out, the hidden hypocrite, somewhat claiming he was racist from some of his past content.
In videos like My Thoughts on Job Interviews, where the math kids he was tutoring were all Asians with nearly the same haircut and slanted eyes. Noting the race of the kids didn't play a part in the story, it's kind of weird that he went out of his way to make them a stereotype. After seeing all this, you might be typing in the comments, is James racist? From the fact that he doesn't understand why certain concepts might be offensive to people, i.e. Uncle Remus from Song of the South, the fact that he'd rather sweep under the rug his uncomfortable past rather than acknowledging it means that he hasn't fully come to terms with what he's done, the fact that there's a prominent number of jokes in his videos where the punchline is the race of said person, and
speculations about his relationship and friends at the time.
Of course, that James hasn't tweeted or talked to Adam publicly since January, remembering that he replies to all of his other friends, so you might have to wonder if they drifted apart or something happened.
And many other claims, like saying he was disingenuous for deleting some of his past videos and was trying to appear more family friendly when he wasn't. And Odd Ones Out even responded to this video going over most of his points, and probably the
Damn, that's so fucking scummy, dude. So like, where does he get like his shit from? That's such weirdo behavior, bro. I didn't even know about this.
The most important line is where he goes over Daft's common tactics, where he will find a piece of evidence and then fill it up with speculation to paint the image he wants. But this wasn't just a one-off, there was more problems with Daft's content, especially with how he painted creators, as he would either twist the truth, make situations even worse, or not provide the full truth.
Oh, okay. So he's that kind of person. Damn, that's crazy. I don't remember what video that I watched, but I think I'm sub to him. Still, I'm not even sure. It's been like a long fucking time now. But I didn't know he was involved in like the Jaden doxing stuff.
There are a lot of controversies and situations he found himself in due to these so-called tactics. But to keep this short, here is a list. Also, some of these creators are known for other terrible things, but they still did deserve an unbiased review and all the context. But anyway, Ethereum Art was claimed to be racist and homophobic, despite being black and gay, which related to some of the slurs he was saying.
I'm not laughing at the fact that dude's black and gay. I'm laughing at the fact that dude called them racist and homophobic to a black, be a black dude, right? And be called racist and homophobic, and then just be black and gay and be like, nigga, to who? Oh my god, the zestiness that will probably come out of him from that. Oh, that's if I couldn't be me, but like if I was in that situation hypothetically, I would have laughed.
and Daft
just
wouldn't let
funny.
him tell his side of the story when he reached out. With the creator Antunes,
And then
he
proceeded
would
to turn on my
strongly
fucking
imply he
webcam
was
to show that I'm
racist
black.
and only used 6 minutes of a 6-hour call to assist in this point, and never released the full call, despite saying he was going to. And when Antunes tried to defend himself, he would release screenshots of messages which relit a drama between Antunes and a creator called PuppyChan, and these were old screenshots
PuppyChan.
out of context. There was a Twitter artist called Tina Fate who was catfishing people pretending to be a woman on Discord, and Daft tried to coax them into a call to interview them in the worst way possible, saying he has all the information on them, and it was perceived as him saying he was going to dox them, which he later clarified he did not mean it that way. Then he released information such as their personal Facebook, which provided enough context for people to actually find them, in a tweet where he was saying he was not going to make a video on them, and this was to prove they are a man, which he sort of apologized for. Included a person as evidence in one of his videos against Odd Ones Out, but this person didn't want to be included in this part, but he put them in anyway against their wishes. There were claims he had a heavy contribution going over the YouTuber LS Mark's marriage on the Just Stops channel, saying he's basically being manipulated in said marriage, but Daft claims he wasn't that involved. But that is the basic summary and the shortlist. If you want further details and additional context, you can get it from Definitely Bored Orange's video and Advil's, but Daft quite literally had a laundry list of fuck-ups at this point. But don't get me wrong, this wasn't all of his content. He did have some good videos, but his reputation
I think it was on this one, the High Guardian Spice one, because I was covering it for the podcast or whatnot, and this is when people was first finding out about this and like how the show was and everything like that, and how dysphobic it was. Cause there was this one character in there who the character was a bully, but they would get fucking destroyed and unjustly like attack and all this other stuff just because they're an asshole. Yeah, fucky. I think they talked about like a lot of other shit too, like a lot of the production shit. There's a lot of errors in the drawings and whatnot. Like, mind you, I like the character designs myself, but like, the character designs looked bad actually.
due to all of these faults at this point was compromised, and in 2023 would decide not to cover drama again and would move towards a different type of content he enjoyed making, like interviewing artists. This was covered in the video, a personal video, where he explains a lot of his actions. So remember the operation I mentioned at the start of the video? You probably don't, but he had a medical problem that required surgery, and he was in a lot of pain even after he had the surgery.
Sleeping was another issue. Something that didn't go away was waking up in the middle of the night with searing pain. The feeling that I cannot move, crying as I had to force myself to take a painkiller.
In this video he talked about this and his mindset at the time, where he said the reason he talked a lot about these YouTubers like Jaden and Odd Ones Out, because he didn't have any time to work on his own animations and was projecting.
I put out so many of these reviews, I became infamous in the community. I think part of the reason why I talked about other channels was because I didn't have time for my own works, and wanted to shit on them because they had time, like I was projecting, or something along those lines. In 2017, I made How Jaden Faked Her Face reveal. It was a vile video made at my lowest, projecting my feelings of insecurity and pain onto Jaden. I was surprised that she even accepted the apology, which I never deserved, but I'm grateful for. In 2019, I would eventually meet her dad and apologize to him as well. I was just some guy out here with a microphone and camera, while he was actually out there making stuff. I was way too harsh on him and his team. I'd also gone too far into his personal life, both his former experience with his high school friend, as well as his then girlfriend, and it's never my place to cover. Also, for another creator, Choi Panda, I did tell her to stop drawing, but no one should stop their art journey, even if it takes a bit to improve, or not. Art is not a competition, it's whatever you want out of it. Since then, the video had been taken down, and I was able to apologize to her face to face.
He covers a lot of things in this video.
See, that's good, actually going to the person and apologizing face to face. That's actually a smart way. I think that's how apologies should go on, especially if it's over the internet, especially if you live close by them. To squash the beef personally with that person or whatnot. So they're just apologizing the internet, go up to him like, hey, my bad, I'm sorry, would you like to squash the beef? And if not, you know, it is what it is. I try to apologize.
but finishes off the video by saying he can't say he isn't the same person because he still is, and it's going to be a journey.
I had stopped making drama content for quite a bit, though it's not as if I can say I wasn't the same person, because I somewhat still am. It is not an overnight process to get better. It will take time.
Now obviously some people thought this was him writing off most of his controversies and mistakes by saying it was all of his chest pain, and some didn't believe that his personal problems had any impact on the decision he chose to make those videos. But it's up to you if you want to believe him at his word. But in my opinion, I think the purpose of the video was to somewhat clear the air, but I would have expected him to at least touch on the many other controversies he was involved in. But that was the last we saw of Daft Peanut, because now we know him as Dovin Draws, where you can actually see him doing the thing he said he wanted to do, drawing and interviewing people. His videos are very different now, even his voice as well.
3 years ago, Joe Cat made a silly animation about fictional characters.
And so far, he has stayed true to what he said in that video, and he hasn't covered drama, at least covered drama as he would have previously. He is trying to make a fresh start, but all of the mistakes he made can't just be wiped away, and it's something he knows will take time. So this essentially was a quick video about a person I watched years ago and just
Yeah, Royalty is here, covers a lot of good stuff. Give him a follow on a lot of good stuff. Sorry for not talking like over or whatnot. I was just setting up stuff for Vroid Studio. I mean, a Vroid Hub for like new characters or whatnot. I was just sending a couple of things. But no, fuck. So I believe I watched a video of his, but I do not remember which one it was. This probably was the High Guardian Spice one, because we covered that on the podcast some years ago. Damn, I didn't know he. Oh my, that sucks, bro. That really does suck. Cause like I recognized his voice. It's just like I don't recognize if I actually watch this shit. But I know I'm subscribed to him though. But I'll check later, or I can check now actually. How far does the watch thing go? Oh, that's it? I guess I didn't watch anything from his. If it's in the stream somewhere, I'll find it. Oh yeah, MSNBC's covering this. I gotta watch it, by the way. Fucking apparently with South Park, all their episodes were taken down off of Paramount, and everybody didn't know why until like this couple more episodes came out and whatnot, right? I guess something happened politically with Paramount and people who make South Park, and then a new episode of South Park came out just dissing the fuck out of the president. I think I played a little bit of it on stream. No, how long am I streaming for? Oh shit, it's almost been 3 hours. Hey guys, I thank everybody for coming into the stream, but I gotta bounce. I will come back later though. Deuces.